Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
On second down, it's Hunt. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 180. Let's go. Here we go.
Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Switch. Alert.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Good. 20. Check. 48's the mark. Hurry. Team showed up. Check. Crunch.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. Oh, look at the juke. He can't get him down. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Hey, watch the slant.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And some space here. 20. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and that's off the mark, incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. TJ Carey right there in coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 29 is the Mike. Mike 26. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott yet again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Keep playing.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Right there.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They run. Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly... what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you, boy.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Shit. Greystone, travel. What's that? Check. Regular. 54. Hey, wahoo. 54 is Mike. 54 is
Mayfield down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's Hunt, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. Room here to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 37 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go, 47. Switch it, hey. It's going to be a long day.
1st down, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott from the gun. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. A first down carry by Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it. Is under a heavy rush. and down he goes. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Trying to get it to Landry there.
At the 27-yard line.
Check 53 is mine. Stay with your man.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line. Tonight's final score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.